Hello there. How are you all? I'm feeling like crap again. Ever since I started doing this is number 16, podcast number 16 of It's Morgan. Seem to be becoming ill with everything. But I still thunder on. Thunder on the best I can. How are you? Hope you're doing better than I am. It's a hay fever, that's what it is. But I'll tell you what, since I got COVID, I haven't got it now, because I've done the test this morning, so I was thinking it was COVID. Shoved the thing up my arse and done the COVID test, and it wasn't. So I could rule that one out. But ever since I've had COVID, I genuinely felt shit. Just shit. I'll pick up hay fever more easy. Everything. I may have a gluten intolerance. I haven't eaten bread or anything like that. Anything that contains wheat or barley. I have a little bit, but not major, not full-on pasta or anything like that. I feel better. But get hay fever and all sorts. Jesus. Can't have lager, which is a shame. But anyway, I'll still crack on. Yeah, 20 odd years ago, when I started work, paying national insurance 20 years ago. You know, I was told by the management, you've got to come in, even if you're ill, you've still got to come in. And it was like that for a couple of other places that I worked over the years. You've got to come in. You've got to, dig deep and come in. You've got to do it for the team. Thinking about it now, nearly every place I worked at, after I'd left, had closed down. Funny though. Just a few that I wish had closed down, and there's a few that I was like, all right, all for the best. But still. Yeah. Now, it's like, if you're not feeling well, don't come in. Make sure you rest up and you come back in. I was like, well, it's changed a lot. Really has. I'm feeling crap now. The first bit I've recorded all week. It's Friday today. It'll go out the Monday. I was hoping to get 2 out in 1 week, but people are listening. Thank you very much. I look at my analytics, but I don't go by raw. I've got people listening. Yeah, great. I'll keep doing them. People are listening. It's growing each week. More episodes, more people listening. But what the wonderful thing is, I don't know how you're finding this podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, whatever. But people are. Which is nice. Good to know that my work is appreciated and actually listened to. But it's Friday today, so this time last week, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I keep calling it Breath of the Wild 2. It's not Breath of the Wild 2. Tears of the Kingdom 2 has come out. And it is as good as they say. That's my opinion. That's all I'm going to say on it. It is as good as they say. I just wish I had more time to play it. I really do. You could play it now. No, I want to talk about it a little bit. Gaming. Yeah, let's go into gaming talk. I'm done with Xbox. I am done. Not because I'm ill. And it's not for what's going on with this Redfall, Game Pass, quality of their exclusives. I feel terrible. Excuse me. Right. This is the reason. If you've got these, or look them up online, look at the Nintendo controller. The Nintendo Switch controller. Look at the Pro controller, or even the Joy-Cons. Now look at the Xbox controller. Look at where the A button is, and look where the B button is, and look at where the X button is, and look where the Y button is. They're in completely different places. And vice versa. Now, when you're playing a game, so I'm just going to finish off Game Pass for the month, and I'm calling it a day. And well, unless they absolutely knock it out of the ballpark with a presentation, but I know what it's going to be. These are the games are coming. We don't know when they're coming, but they'll be coming. Waiting for that kick-ass exclusive, and I was looking at Starfield as well. I was like, well, I've played Skyrim. It's good, but I can't really get into it. It's like, I'm not rushing home to play it for a start. Same with Fallout 4. It's not something I'm rushing home to go and play any of those Bethesda games. Maybe Doom, but no. Now, if you look at where the buttons is, while trying to play Tears of the Kingdom, I was consistently looking down at the controller for the A and B buttons. Now, I've got this week into the habit of that, but then next week, or this week I should say, I was doing the F1 challenge, do 20 laps, which I'm working my way through. Thank goodness for quick resume. That's one good feature I'm going to miss. I'm not really that bothered. So I want you to play multiple games. That's what Game Pass is for. And I was just in the menu, and it was like push B to go back, and I was pushing A on the Xbox because that's where it is on the Nintendo Switch, and vice versa. If you get what I mean. It's just consistently. Oh, someone's busy. Just consistently having to look down at the controller. Now, if you're deep in the middle of the game, that is a difference between success and game over. If you push that wrong button, happens many times, happened before. So I was like, if I have a choice between Nintendo and Xbox, I'm going to have to go with what I've got under the bed. I've got the NES, 64, and the Wii under my bed right now. I haven't got the GameCube because it's backwards compatible with the Wii. And again, I've only got 3 GameCube games, and most of them are compatible elsewhere. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, so I'm sticking with Nintendo giving me the choice between that or the Xbox because just the buttons are different. But if I was going on the PlayStation and it tells me to push circle, I can't know where circle is. I can't know where square is compared to A, B, X, Y in 2 different places. So that's why, unless they can absolutely knock it out of the ballpark with this presentation coming up. It's not about money. I suppose time's an issue. How much time I get to play these things now. And that is the end of gaming talk. I'm going to go on to bullshit. Actually, a little bit of gaming talk. It's not really gaming talk, but... Alright, I got Tears of the Kingdom, but I got the physical copy. It's gaming talk, but it's not really related to gaming talking. I worked for someone, general chat, he's like, you've got a Nintendo Switch, haven't you? Yeah, I've got one, yeah. Bought my son one. Okay. And this is what he said. You can lend him some games. You can lend me some games so my son can play them. My attitude was, can I? You can fuck off. But because obviously it's someone I have to be civil with for employment reasons, I just said, oh, I'd love to, but I got them all digital. And I thought, what a prick. What a prick just to arrogantly ask someone like that. And you know these type of people, you know not to lend them something because you know you won't get it back. You don't know if that's definite, but if you're 30% believe if you lend someone something and you don't get it back, you don't fucking lend it to him. And this type's the type of bloke I'm not fucking lending you anything. If you lend him a pen, you won't see that pen again. He's one of them. There you go. But there's lots of people like that. Bullshitters. Bumped into someone the other day I used to work with. Oh, what you doing now? As you do. Oh, I'm not working at the moment due to mental health. I haven't been working since I last saw you, since we last worked together. You know, oh, okay. So, well, have I seen you on the side of the road? And someone else has seen you on the side of the road as well, collecting traffic cones and putting them down again and making everyone's journey late for work. Why bullshit? That's what gets me. It's like, why bullshit your way around? You know, he's in a public, well, he works out in the public. People see him, and if you know the guy, you go, "Oh, you're working, are you?" Mm-hmm. He's like, "No, I can't work. Mental health." That wasn't that long ago. I saw him working. But he is known for the occasional bullshit. The amount of times he had to rush home. Oh, something's gone on. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to leave you on your own. Gone. And you speak to other people and they're like, yeah, he pulled that trick on me. Bullshitter. It's a Saturday. The day is lovely. I've recorded stuff throughout the week, and guess what? I cannot fucking remember what I said. While I'm a break, honestly, throughout the week, I'm like, what have I talked about? I think I've talked about Tears of the Kingdom. That's a really good game. Time to play. Harry and Meghan. Oh, God, I can't be asked. Can't be asked to talk about them. You know, they got chased through New York traffic. And they said it was mortified, and the taxi drivers, basically, in a nutshell, turned around and said, yeah, that's what we call a Thursday in New York. That's it, in a nutshell. As far as I'm concerned, right? Subject matter closed, done. What else has happened? I have no idea. Nothing happened. But the weather's good while recording one of these things. For a change, but the weather's so good. It's going to be very quick and short. Snip, snip. Because it gets very hot in the car while I'm on my break. Normally I've got the windows down. But I don't want sort of randoms coming up to me while I'm recording. Shouting, what the fuck is that? Fucking Birmingham. Well, I tell you, the weather's got better, so you know what that means. It means people are starting to drive like fucking idiots. Did the good Lord not give you indicators on the car to use? Use them! Blinkers for most people. Fucking use them. Park in the line. Park in the line. It's not difficult to do. But for some people it is. Just park in the fucking line. So we can all have an equal share. It's like right now, I'm just walking past, there's a guy who's wearing one of these down jackets. And it's fucking warm. And there's another older couple who are still wearing fucking face masks. I've had a touch of hay fever this week. I've done the test, I know it weren't COVID, so I thought, well, keep yourself to yourself, I'm not going to wear these masks that don't work, and I've got them around their fucking chins, outside. So what's the fucking point? Why? Have they got a disease? I don't know, it's stupid. The whole face mask thing's now. It's like, have I got COVID? No. Are you doing surgery? No. As I remember talking to a guy who worked at the Birmingham Children's Hospital, my previous job, just when it was all about to kick off. And I remember talking to him. This is just before it was coming in the news in the UK, and he says this is going to happen for a very, very long time. This is going on. I thought, oh yeah. I was just nah. But then again, he knows more than me. I don't know what he'd done in the Children's Hospital, but he worked there. So he knows more than me, as far as I'm concerned, on anything medical. He could have been a janitor or just a porter, for all I know. And he was talking about the masks. And he says, because people are umming and ahhing, oh, do we need to wear masks? Do we need to wear masks? And he said, right on the off, this is all before it kicked off, way back when, and said, you only really need to wear them if you've got it. Because you're stopping spreading the disease you have, like the cold or the flu. Because I know in Japan, it's a legal requirement. I don't know, someone can fact check this for me. But it is sort of a legal requirement and sort of social responsibility. If you've got the sniffles, you put the mask on. It helps stop spreading the disease when you're out and about. Of the flu, cold, or corona, or hay fever, or whatever. But I've kept myself to myself this week. I sound better, I feel better. Last night I had half a glass of wine. When I say glass, the bottle is made out of glass. I had half a glass of wine last night, which is all good. I've got to drug myself up for all sorts of things now. It's all good. It's just a shame that I'm having to work on a fucking Saturday. Well, I'm on my break now. Getting hot in the car. As you do. Damn thing. So I've got a few things recorded. Anything that I want to talk about. Anything that you want to talk about. I did set up the email. And I've had a few responses and I'm like, that's not legal. And I'm not going to mention that, so. The email, 0121 itsmorgan@gmail.com. That's the direct email address towards me. You get a direct contact to me if you anything you want me to discuss or talk about. Any complaints? That's the email address. Any compliments? Like, share and subscribe and all that crap. Adam wants a PlayStation. The good wife wants a new kitchen, bathroom, everything. So subscribe, like, share and all that. I always whinge when I gotta say that. I was like, oh, fuck it off. But there is something someone has spoken to me about, and we've been talking about, which I'll bring up next week. And that is bingo clubs. I used to work in one, and that'll be the talk of the town for next week. So something to look forward to. But I'm Adam Paul Morgan. Thank you very much. I know it's been a bit of a blah this week, but I've been a bit blah this week with whatever disease I've had, but it wasn't COVID. So back to normal next week, and we'll see how we go. Yeah? I've been feeling a bit crap, so that's why this podcast has been a bit crap. But I'll learn as I go. That's my plan. I'm going to learn as I go. Anyway, you take care now. Alright, ta-ra a bit. Have a good one. Bye.